Creatures. I have no idea on which creature I have more info because nothing is blinking. Oh yes, forest. Wraith. Legend has it that when Andraste's ashes were taken into hiding, some of her closest disciples gave themselves to the fire, that their restless souls might remain to guard their final resting place forever. Whether they are the spirits of Andraste's disciples or merely fate spirits, the temple that houses the sacred iron is filled with wraiths. Created from a burnt corpse, the Wraith is a powerful and amorphous opponent, able to lash and smother while being immune to most physical attacks. Even if successfully dispersed, it can reform at a later time. Magic is the only real way to fight such a creature, wind and ice attacks being the most useful. They are capable of creating small whirlwinds that are devastating to anyone unfortunate enough to get close, and their touch leaves a person drained. Wraiths. Yes, this wasn't exactly the Temple of Andraste, but there are Wraiths too. And you wonder why I get confused with the name. There are Wraiths, and what were the warriors? They weren't called fog warriors because that's what I was confusing them with. The ones with the Mabari aren't fog warriors, and I was thinking about the fog warriors, but there's something we will encounter in Dragon Age 2. Never mind. Books and songs. The Journal of Enchanter Wilhelm. 13. Pluitanis. The interrogation of the demon is going well, and this is rather fascinating, provided that what it is saying is true. I have sent all my research so far to fast Enchanter Arden, and while he is concerned about my safety, he does not think there is a reason to stop just yet. All I hope is that the Templars do not discover what I am doing. How will we ever find another way to deal with the demonic possession if the Chantry does not let us research it? 20. Eluviesta. These are Tevinter names, by the way. Young Matthias nearly wandered down there again, and this time I forgot to leave the barrier up. I believe I will key the defenses to ignore anyone of my blood. I would rather have the boy stumble into the laboratory than have him killed by my forgetfulness. Poor lad, all he wants is to know why his father spent so much time beneath the tower. I will spend more time with him soon, I swear it. 28. Eluviesta. Shale is acting strangely. I wonder if I shouldn't discontinue my experiments upon it. I'm so near a breakthrough, I'm certain. Perhaps it is best that I focus on the demon. 2. Matrinalis. The demon almost managed to get away again. Tricky. I shall have to be more careful. Young Eamon sent a letter to me, asking me to return to Redcliffe. Damn it! I shall have to consider it soon. 11. Matrinalis. Could it be? What an intriguing discovery, especially considering that the demon was attempting to keep me from it at all costs. Or did it lead me to that information by seeming to deny it from me? I must discover the truth. 19. Umbralia. I think it is time to dismiss this demon. It is too dangerous for me to continue holding it, and I cannot discount the possibility that it is having some influence over the golem. Or is it my experiment? I will try to deactivate Shale for the time being and then deal with the demon once and for all. Let it end here. There are no further entries. From the Journal of Enchanter Wilhelm Sulzbacher. That's a German name, for crying out loud. Apparently an Anderfels person, because I think the Anderfels people are Germanish. I don't know. Notes. A decades-old letter. Madam, I can assure you that the Circle of Magi is not a sacrilegious institution, and that, indeed, we operate under the supervision of the Chantry. It would make our investigation of your husband's death much easier if you would simply cooperate with us. I'm disappointed to hear that you sold the Golem's activation rod. I understand both it and your husband were invaluable aid to King Merrick during the war against Soleil. Without the rod, we cannot discern whether Wilhelm's Golem was responsible for his murder. The golem will simply have to remain where it is unless the villagers can find a means to destroy it. Our condolences to you and your son for your loss. I imagine it is of little consolation to you, but your husband is much admired here and will be missed. May God keep you. First Enchanter Arlen.